Criminal Justice is not responsible for your PC and or game files. Always mod at your own risk. I also recommend backing up your game files before following this tutorial. Thank you and enjoy the show. What's going on, guys? Criminal Justice here, and today we are back with another LSPDFR Police Academy tutorial. God bless you guys, God bless America, God bless our troops in their fight for our freedom, God bless our veterans, and God bless Israel. Today, guys, we're going to be doing part 2 of this install tutorial. As yesterday we did the base mods, and that was part 1 of Police Academy. Today, we're going to be upping our lighting system. Today we're going to be installing ELS, better ELS reflections, and custom environmental lighting. Now, custom environmental lighting will require us creating a scripts folder, so I will show you exactly how to do that step by step. And the reason I am calling this Police Academy, if anybody wants to know, is because I'm not only going to show you how to install and manipulate and how these mods work in game, but I'm also going to show you what it takes on how to be a realistic police officer in LSPDFR. So without further ado, let's go ahead and click the link in the description below. It's going to bring you to this page right here. I'm sorry, not that page. It's going to bring you to this one. Emergency lighting system. This is going to be for ELS. This is done by Lieutenant Kane. Thank you, Lieutenant Kane, for your time and creativity in the LSPDFR community. We've been using this mod for a very long time, guys. Now, if you're curious as to what ELS is, it gives your vehicle different stages of lights. So stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. So stage 1 normally being a traffic advisory. Stage 2 being like, your traffic advisory, and then maybe the back of your light or a couple other lights. Stage 3 is like full on code 3 lights. So that is what ELS is. There's a few little tips and tricks that I'm going to show you as well. Let's go ahead and scroll down, and what you want to do, guys, is just click download this file right here. You want to click agree and download, and you want, now if you're ever unsure about what version, which one you need to download, all you got to do is scroll up and match the numbers. This is version 1.05. So if you scroll back down, this is the one you want right here, 1.05, and you want to download it right here. Put these somewhere where you know how to get to them, guys and girls. That is all that matters, that you know how to get to them, okay? Moving on, the next one is going to be Better ELS Reflections by no other than Matthew Skeed, who made me and Jeffrey Gamer part of this mod. So we appreciate that, man. Matthew Skeed has been a big part of the community for a very long time. So Matthew, we appreciate your time and contribution and your creativity in the LSPDFR community, man. Better ELS Reflections version 2.1.0.0, guys. Let's go ahead and scroll down. Again, you are going to click agree. You're going to click download this file. It is now going to download it to your downloads folder. Moving on to the very next one is going to be custom environmental lighting. This is done by Lieutenant Dan. So this kind of like makes the reflections pop along with better ELS reflections, okay? So let's go ahead and scroll down, and you want to click download the file here and click agree and download. And once you have these downloaded, guys, go ahead and close out of your browser. And then if you want to, you can go to your downloads and you can just grab them and pull them out to your desktop, okay? So with that being said, we're going to locate our main directory. Now, if you did not watch my first tutorial on the base mods, I recommend you do that, as I will link it right here to go back and watch it. It teaches you how to find your main directory and how to install the base mods, as you will need those to install these mods, okay? Now, let's locate our main directory by going to our File Explorer and right-clicking. We did this yesterday. And you want to click on Grand Theft Auto 5, okay? Now, once you have this pulled up right here, we're going to open up our ELS WinRAR. We're going to double-click on the installation files, and we're going to double-click on Grand Theft Auto 5 right here in our WinRAR. And you're going to highlight every single file in here. Just don't highlight the dots. Everything else you can highlight. You're going to grab these, and you're going to pull them into your main directory, and you're going to drop them in just like that, okay? Refresh it, close out, and get rid of that shortcut. Give me 1 second, guys. I do that every single time. All right. And next up is going to be our better ELS reflections. Let's go ahead and open that up. Double click on the folder. Double click on this folder. And then we want brighter, okay? We want the brighter. And we want brighter plus brighter takedowns right there. Click on that. And then you just want to grab this ELS INI and you want to pull it in your main directory and you want to drop it. It's going to ask you to overwrite the file. go ahead and replace the file on the destination. Now, the reason we have this ELS INI that we're replacing is because we just installed ELS before this, okay? That's why we installed ELS first. All right, go ahead and replace it. Alrighty, and then go ahead and refresh your directory. Close out of that and get rid of that shortcut. We will be going again. I want to show you guys how this works. Custom environmental lighting. Now, before we open this, we need to go into our main directory, okay? And you want to go over here in this little buffer zone. If you watched my video from yesterday, and you should, then you'll know what this buffer zone means, okay? Go in this buffer zone, right-click, click New, and click Folder, and you just want to simply name this Scripts, just like that, all lowercase, SCRIPTS, Scripts. Click Enter and refresh it, all right? Now, once you have this Scripts folder in your main directory, go ahead and open it up, okay? Now you can open up your custom environmental lighting window. You want to grab the custom environmental lighting.dll file right there, the only one there, and you want to grab it, pull it in to your scripts folder. At this point, you should be in Steam Apps, Common, Grand Theft Auto 5 Scripts, okay? Pull that file in, drop it in just like that, and you are done. Let's go ahead and close out of this and delete that shortcut and go back to our main game directory. We want to refresh, close out. And I'm going to take you guys into the game. I'm going to show you how these mods work. So I will see you all inside of LSPDFR. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So once we've loaded into the game, so here's what we're going to do. So remember yesterday in the tutorial that we did yesterday, and like I said, if you have not watched that, go back and watch it because you need the base mod and you need to know how to get your ELS car from the vanilla car. So like I said, guys, the Vapid Cruiser is the only car that is ELS compatible, but you have to make it that way, okay? And we made it that way yesterday. Your Vapid Cruiser, when you spawn it from your symbol trainer, should look like this. Now, if you're not sure how to do that, open up your symbol trainer, and you should know how to do that if you watched the video yesterday. All right, and you want to go up to vehicle spawning. All right, and you want to go down to emergency, and you want to go down and spawn police cruiser. Not 2, not 3, not unmarked. Just go to the police cruiser and spawn it, okay? Hit 5 to spawn it, okay? All right, once you've got it, you're then going to be in this car. Once you get in your car, you want to hit, on your keyboard, you want to hit right control P. P as in Paul, right control P. Now it's going to pause the game for a second. That's okay. Go ahead and just backspace out, okay? You will now notice a box on the right bottom side of your screen. That is your ELS box, okay?
Citizens report a holdup at Sierra Park gas
Let me go ahead and shut those off real quick. Alright, so now one of the cool things about ELS, and we're going to spawn down to the airport here real quick so we can be out of everybody's way and we're not being disturbed. There we go. So we're going to pull up right here. Alright, now this car does not have a stage 1 lighting, okay? It does not have a stage 1 lighting. So when you turn your lights on, all right, and if you watched my tutorial yesterday, you will know how to turn your lights on. Well, ELS you want, I'm sorry about that. ELS. So with ELS, the way you turn your lights on keyboard is going to be the J key. J is in John. If you're a controller user, it's going to be left on your D-pad, okay? So we're going to hit the switch once, so left on the D-pad, the J key one time. Now, if you'll notice, the box is lit up, but there's no lights going, okay? That's okay. This car does not have a stage 1 light. Now, if we hit it again, you will now notice a stage 2 lighting, but there is still no lights. I don't understand why. That's just the way the car is made. Now, if we hit it one more time, you will now see that your lights are on, okay? Now, I'm going to show you guys a little trick, okay? Now, this is for everybody that plays on PC. What you want to do is you can adjust your coronas in your lights, okay? Now, what that means is like your strobe patterns, your lighting patterns, and all that. You can change your patterns and stuff, okay? If you hold down the left Alt, hold down your left Alt, and then on the top of your keyboard, the numbers 1 through 5, okay? You're going to start hitting the 1. Just like this. As you hold down that left Alt, you're going to tap the 1 until it gets all the way to 30. That's as high as it'll go. Then you go to the 2. Keep holding down the left Alt while you're doing this. All right, you're going to start seeing these strobes pop. Get to 30, then go on to 3. Start on 3. All the way up to 30. Then 4. You guys start seeing them strobes start to pop there. And 5. Now you can try 6, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't go any higher than 5. All right, so there we go. We now have our strobes popping. Now see how much better that is? All right, now let's go ahead and shut our lights off by hitting the same key. Now, if you hit the key one time, okay, there's still no stage 1 lighting, but if you hit it a second time, there is now a stage 2 lighting on your car because we have those Coronas on, okay? We have those Coronas adjusted, all right? Now, hit stage 3, and that's what it looks like. Now, keyboard users, okay? Keyboard users for ELS, once your lights are on, okay? Your manual siren is going to be your R and your E, okay? So we're going to hit R. That's your manual siren, okay? E is your horn. T will also be a manual. And Y is also a horn, okay? So E and Y is your horn. T and R is your manuals. Okay? Now, if you hold down the R and tap the E, you'll get this sound right here. Now, if you hold them both at the same time, you'll get this. That's what we call our traffic siren, because when we're going through traffic code 2 and we need people to get out of our way and they need to hear us real quick, we'll either go like this, or we'll go like this, or we'll go like this. Okay? Now, to activate your sirens on keyboard, okay? Controller users, I will get to you in just a second. On your keyboard, it's going to be the numbers on top of your keyboard, 1 through 6. If you hit 1, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? Now, if you want dual sirens on your car, you will hit the 1 and the 6 simultaneously. Now, while you got that second siren going, you could change your sirens by hitting the 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay, just like this. 2 changed it to that. That's the second cycle. That's the third cycle. Now 5, once you hit 5, it's going to cycle through all your sirens just like this. Okay, I'm not touching any keys, it's cycling all by itself, okay? And you'll see that for yourself as well. Now, to turn them off, hit 6 and hit 1. Alright? Now, for controller users, to use your manual siren, it's going to be B on your controller. To honk your horn, you are going to click your left thumbstick. Alright, just like that. Now, if you hold down the B and click that left thumbstick, you'll get this sound. Alright, and if you hold them both at the same time, you'll get this. Alright, now, controller users, to activate your siren, alright, you're gonna, it's a little easier for you, okay? To activate your siren, you're gonna push down on the D-pad, down. And to change your siren, you're gonna hit the B key. Just like that. Now to turn your siren off, you'll hit down the D-pad. Now to activate dual sirens, to get yours to activate simultaneously, it's a little bit tougher because, I mean, you can do it on keyboard if you want to activate them simultaneously, but if you're doing it on controller only, you're going to hit down and up on the D-pad like this. That activates those sirens. Again, you can change them with the B key while they're doing this. And you can honk your horn while you're going through traffic. Alright, hit D-pad down to turn them off. Now, unfortunately, controller users, you do not have a key that just randomly runs your sirens. You would have to use the 5 on the keyboard like that in order to randomly use your sirens, okay? Now, that's pretty much it for ELS. Now, if you want that box on, you can keep it that way. If not, right Control P will deactivate it, just like that. Now, I keep mine off. Now, let's pull it back up. we're going to go back to stage 3 lighting. So to go to stage 3 lighting, you're going to hit that lighting key 3 times. So controller user to be left on D-pad. Keyboard user, it's going to be the J key, J's and John's. So hit 1, 2, 3. All right. Now, I'm not sure if you can change the patterns on this car, but we're about to find out, okay? So if you can, in fact, change the patterns, you're going to hit the U on your keyboard. Let me see if it works real quick, guys. Yeah, I don't think it works on this car. I don't think it does. I don't think there's any way to change your... Yeah, now once we put other car packs in the game, we'll be able to change our patterns. So, in order to change your patterns, you want to go to stage 3 lighting and tap the U key, and that will change the patterns on your other ELS cars that we're going to install later on down the road here. All right, but as far as ELS goes, guys, that's pretty much it for ELS. Like I said, to activate the box is right control P, and to deactivate that box is right control P. All right, I like mine deactivated. Now, as far as better ELS reflections goes, you guys kind of just seen it, and custom environmental lighting. But I'm going to take you guys inside this building here and show you exactly how better ELS reflections and custom environmental lighting works, okay? Because it does put off a reflection, all right? And without it, your reflections are not the same. So let's go ahead and turn on stage 3 lighting. Now, if we get out of our car, all right, you're going to see the reflections bouncing off the building there. And the cool thing is, if you look back, see how far back they actually reflect. They're reflecting all the way back to that building, way back there in the airport. You see that? That is your better ELS and custom, and your better ELS reflections, and custom environmental lighting. And that is how those work. Now, we're doing these mods a couple steps here at a time, because I do want to eventually teach you guys how to be a realistic police officer in LSPDFR. Because why does everybody play LSPDFR? Because they want to be a cop, right? They want to be able to role play, do legit, solid role play. So that's what this is all about, guys. That's why we're calling this Police Academy. But that is going to do it for this tutorial, guys and girls. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Again, go back and watch that tutorial from yesterday. I'll link in the video from earlier. I'll link it earlier. It'll be linked from earlier in the video is what I'm trying to say. Man, you gonna move this for me or what, man? Alright, I'll move it myself. But with that being said, guys, that is it. Subscribe if you're new. Smash that like button for your boy, and click the bell and click all so you know exactly when I post new content and when I go live, as we do live stream 5 days a week here on the Criminal Justice channel. With that being said, I love you guys so much. Until next time, take care, stay in prayer, love one another, and peace out. I almost forgot my own sign off.